3 years ago today, a massive search began to find two missing firefighters, one of them from Jacksonville.
They went fishing off the coast of Port Canaveral when they disappeared. First Coast News anchor Heather Crawford sat down with Brian McCluney's widow and shares how she's carrying on his legacy.
So his locker.
Inside this locker at Fire Station 31, Brian McCluney's clothes are exactly as he left them.
As it did then, I mean.
It's been 3 years since he worked here, but signs of him are everywhere.
His name, just kind of forever there. That is his helmet, you know, shield, the emblem that was on the front of his helmet. And it's just, I mean, his name and the symbol just, it's just legacy, like really honor.
McCluney and his friend Justin Walker, a Virginia firefighter, vanished while boating off the coast of Port Canaveral.
It was a fishing trip to kind of remember Brian's father, who he had suddenly lost a few weeks before, and just to make sure the boat was working properly. And these two men had been out on that boat dozens of times before. We grew up on those waters. It was just another day until it wasn't.
A few days into the search, her husband's tackle bag was found floating off the coast of St. Augustine.
I identified it. It had one pair of gloves, one fishing map, and one lure, and that was the only thing that was ever found.
3 years later, Stephanie McCluney still doesn't know what happened.
I've not gotten any answers or closure, if you will.
Their children, just 6 and 8 years old at the time, are now 9 and 11 and often ask why.
It really became evident to me that the more I struggled with wanting to know the answers and really wanting that closure, the more I just wrestled with God, kind of going like, I need something here. It became more clear that it wasn't for me to know, it was protection, that maybe I couldn't carry that burden or that weight. So just leave it to him. He's got it.
She's moving forward in a new role, working for the Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department, her husband's home away from home.
I think it's cool because Daddy, he worked here, but now Mommy's working here.
It's become a family affair.
So they stepped in and kind of said, we're here for you, we've got you. But once they brought me on, it was really, really evident that no, we've got you. We're watching out for you. You are a part of us, and we're not gonna let you go.
She's now helping with the fire department's YouTube channel and social media accounts.
Give everybody a sense of what goes on in a fire department, the day-to-day, the behind the scenes, the stuff that we don't normally get to see on the news or so much. We just want to give everybody what it's really like, a taste of it.
And she recently helped start a local chapter of a ministry for widows.
My story is unique, but my story is not unique. A lot of people wrestle with why me. A lot of people wrestle with unanswered questions.
Through it all, finding purpose in her pain.
Never Alone was a big part of my healing journey. It's a beautiful organization that just infuses hope, and the hope of there is a beautiful future and a beautiful story for you. And we just needed that in Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville, Heather Crawford, First Coast News.
And to learn more about the Never Alone widows, you can look for a link in the story on our website, firstcoastnews.com, and in the First Coast News app. We'll be right back.